What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and I'm back with another Pokemon Challenge video. Pokemon Emerald with only one Nosepass was brutal, but this challenge probably won't be any easier. Today, I figure out if I can beat Pokemon Crystal with only one Pineco. Pineco is a plain bug type and it's the pre-evolution of Fortress. Its stats straight up aren't good. Pineco's defense is great and its attack is okay, but other than that, they only add up to 290, which is the same base total as Pokemon like Bonsly and Spheal. Now, take a look at its moveset. No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. Pineco gets no attacking moves that aren't normal type. And out of those attacking moves, there's only two. Two moves that don't either take time to charge up, do recoil damage, or just straight up kill itself. And those moves would be Tackle and Rapid Spin. This is probably one of the worst move pools by level up that I've ever seen. Luckily, it can learn some nice TMs like Headbutt, Rollout, Toxic, Giga Drain, Solar Beam, and Strength. However, I can't get Solar Beam until after the 8th gym, and I can't get Giga Drain and Toxic until Kanto. The Ghost, Steel, and Dragon Gym could be tough. Brock, Blaine, and Blue will probably be challenging, and my rival might be pretty hard. As long as I get to a high enough level, I think I can beat Lance, but I'm not so sure if I can beat Red, even at level 100. Alright, time for the rules. I'm only allowed to use Pineco in battle. I'll have to catch other Pokemon for HMUs only, so they will not be allowed in combat. No items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of battle are allowed, and like always, I won't be using any glitches or exploits. Also, fun fact, this video is my 100th video on my channel, which is pretty cool, and there's no better way to celebrate it than try to beat Pokemon Crystal with our good old pal Pineco. I used the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Chikorita with Pineco. I replaced Chikorita so that my rival would get Cyndaquil, the hardest starter to fight. I also nicknamed Pineco Pinecone, because that's what he is. Speaking of a rival, the first fight with him was pretty easy, considering that Pinecone is level 8, and my tackles overpowered his tackles. I then proceeded to name him Butt. I tried to name him Butthead, but sadly that didn't fit, so Butt will have to do. Oh hey, Butt's at the top of the Sprout Tower. Anyways, after clearing out the Sprout Tower, it's time for Faulkner. His Pidgey is only level 7, and it decided to use Tackle, which did a whopping 2 hit points, so I easily took it down. However, Faulkner's illegal Pidgeotto had Gust, but at level 15 I got Takedown, so I two-shot it, with only 16 HP left, getting ourselves the Zephyr badge. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Once I got to Azalea Town, Team Rocket was cutting off innocent Slowpoke's tail, so I had to deal with them, and then take on Bugsy. Metapod only used Harden and Tackle, so I eventually whittled it down and killed it. Kakuna poisoned me with a Poison Sting, and that was the death of our boy Pinecone. I was able to take out Kakuna, but with Scyther's Fury Cutter stacking up every turn, and us getting hurt by the poison, we lost. On my very next attempt though, I got to Scyther without being poisoned, and then I got a critical takedown to win us the fight. Jeez, I wasn't expecting Bugsy to be that challenging. Time for the second battle against Bud. And oh, he has a Ghastly, a Pokemon that I can't even touch. There's no TMs that I can teach Pineco either. Okay, my only solution is to use Struggle, I guess. So that's exactly what I did. I used all of my PP on some wild Pokemon and came back for some revenge. And I one-shot Ghastly. Oh, hey, it's Quilava. He knows Ember. Well, this battle's gonna take a while. Finally, on my I don't even know what attempt, I didn't get paralyzed or put to sleep by Ghastly, and I got a critical hit on my second struggle to take down Quilava. Last up is Zubat. I healed a bit with the berry because it's a held item. Got confused, but I got through the confusion to beat my rival. Thank goodness I can get Rollout before the next rival fight, because that was brutal. Whitney time, and I got extremely lucky with this fight. I flinched Clefairy with my first headbutt, so I just took it down with one more. Miltank tried to use Rollout, but it missed. 2 turns in a row. Finally, it started to hit me, but at that point it was too late, and a few more headbutts finished it off. That battle went so much better than I thought it would. After that fight, I picked up the much-needed Rollout TM north of Goldenrod that will help me later on down the road. Hey, our good old friend Butt is chilling in the Burnt Tower. This time around, though, the battle went so much better. He starts with Haunter, who uses a curse and paralyzes me with Lick. I eventually take it down with some rollouts, and then the rest of the battle was a breeze. To my surprise, I never got fully paralyzed, so I was able to one-shot Quilava, Magnemite, and Zubat. Just maybe my luck is starting to turn around. Nope, never mind. Morty easily destroyed me. I didn't even get to his Gengar. Haunter hit me with a curse and it outsped me, not to mention I missed a rollout. I tried this battle a couple of more times, but I've just gotta go grind. I came back at level 36 and it went 20 times better. I got to Gengar with full health and took it down with my stacked up rollouts. Last up was Haunter, who wasted its turn using Mean Look, and I killed it with another rollout. I won that battle mainly just because of some poor AI choices. In Olivine City, I talked to Jasmine, and apparently I need to get a secret potion for Ampharos. If it's so secret, then why do you just tell a random 10-year-old exactly where it is? Also, while I was looking for a Pokemon to use Surf, I came across a weird looking Krabby. Maybe it's also sick. You know what? I think this Krabby needs a secret potion more than Ampharos. But first, I've got to use it to surf to Cianwood City. While I was in Cianwood City, I decided to battle Chuck, and it was very easy. His Primeape didn't even put any damage on me as I took it out with 2 strengths. Poliwrath hit me with a Surf, which did some decent damage, but then he missed a Hypnosis, allowing me to win the fight. See? What'd I say? It was easy. After giving the quote-unquote secret potion to Ampharos, I took on Jasmine. I managed to get through her first Magnemite without getting paralyzed, but then Steelix came out and this thing is just a brick wall. All of my moves are weak against it, and its Iron Tail does a lot of damage. I still have the whole Mahogany part of the game to do, so I'm going to do that and then come back and try to beat her. Alright, price time, and he was a rollout sweep. Seal took 2 turns to go down, but then Dugong and Piloswine went down in 1 shot. That was easy. I still don't think I'll be able to beat Jasmine though. And yeah, this time around, Magnemite paralyzed me, and even though I'm at level 50, it went even worse than last time. All the way up at level 60, I got this run where her first Magnemite didn't paralyze me, so I took it down with 2 rollouts. Steelix could take the rollouts well, even though they were stacked up, but I got a lucky crit and he didn't do too much damage to me, so Steelix went down. Last up is Magnemite, but with 2 strengths, it died. I knew Jasmine would be tough, but I didn't expect for me to have to get all the way to level 60 to beat her. Time for another battle against Butt, which means it's time for another rollout sweep, besides the Sneasel that I one-shot with strength. My rival definitely hasn't been as hard as I thought he would be in this challenge. After that, I made my way up to the Rocket Executive, who I was a little worried about since he had a Houndour and a Houndoom, but I've got rollout, so it's all good, man. It was a clean one-shot sweep. 8th and final gym time versus Claire, and it was so much easier than I thought it would be. I was able to one-shot all 3 of her Dragonairs with strength, and then I got a critical strength on her Kingdra. Well, I'll take it, I guess. After that, I completed the Dragon Trial to actually get my 8th gym badge because Claire was being a baby about it, and then I went to Eggertique City to kill Suicune, because I'm not playing any games. At the end of Victory Road, Butt wants to battle us once again. But guess what? It was another easy fight. Sneasel went down to 1 strength, Golbat died to a critical rollout, and Typhlosion got 1 shot. Magneton actually lived a rollout, and then it paralyzed me. I still took it down, and then Haunter confused me and hit me with a weak Shadow Ball. It didn't take too long for him to go down though, and last up was Kadabra, who died to 1 rollout. Going into the Elite Four, here's my stats and moves. I did end up teaching Solar Beam to Pinecone, but I'm not sure how often I'll use it since it takes 2 turns to attack. I think I can get through the Elite Four since none of them are super effective against me, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to defeat Lance. So, here goes nothing. First up is Will, the Psychic type user. His first Xatu was able to bring me down to 57 health already because I missed a rollout, but after it went down, it was a clean rollout sweep. I was surprised that even his tanky Pokemon like Exeggutor and Slowbro went down in 1 shot. Well, on to the next one. Next up is Koga, the Poison type user. And oh, I forgot to heal. Well, I was still able to get all the way to his fortress, but I had no health left. Let me heal up and then I can win. Yep, here I am at fortress with more than half of my health left, and I got a lucky crit with strength to help me take it down. Last up is Muck, who I killed with a strength and a double edge. Remember kids, always heal before an Elite Four battle. The third Elite Four member is Bruno, the fighting type user. First up is Hitmontop, who barely lives with strength, but he does a whopping 2 hit points with quick attack, so I finish it off. Hitmonchan also barely survives a strength, but I kill it with a double edge. Onix used Sandstorm, so I was able to get a free turn to charge up Solar Beam, which allowed me to one-shot it. Machamp was annoying to take out because I almost killed it with a strength, but then Bruno used the Max Potion, which allowed the Sandstorm to bring me all the way down to 30 HP. Luckily, Hitmonlee died to a single strength, winning us the battle. The last member of the Elite Four is Karen, the Dark-type user, and this battle was the worst. Umbreon always starts with Sand Attack and Confuse Ray, and Rollout is already an inaccurate move, so I can't stack up with it. Umbreon eventually went down, but then she sends out Houndoom. In 2 Flamethrowers, this thing can knock me out. Alright, time to grind. At level 77, I got a run where Houndoom only hit me with 1 Flamethrower because I got a lucky high roll after Karen used a Max Potion. Vileplume goes down in 2 strengths, Gengar takes away half of its HP with Curse, so I take it down with a couple of rollouts, and with Murkrow being weak to Rock, I win the fight. After that, I don't know if I'll be able to defeat Lance. Keep in mind, this is my first attempt at Lance, the champion. Gyarados used Rain Dance, so I'm able to kill it with 2 rollouts, and now that my rollout is stacked up, his Aerodactyl, Charizard, and level 50 Dragonite all went down in 1 hit. His second Dragonite paralyzed me, but I still managed to take it out with 2 strengths, and his last Dragonite died to a critical strength. I did not expect that battle to be that easy. I will admit, I did get a little lucky towards the end of the fight, but hey, I'll take it. So, I've beaten the main part of the game, but as you guys know, in Pokemon Crystal, you can travel to the Kanto region and take on all 8 gyms there, and then battle Red, the real final boss. The only gym battle that I'll show is Blue, since he's always pretty tough. However, if there is another gym that gives me some problems, then I'll show that one as well. Anyways, let's head to Kanto. Time for Blue. And this battle just isn't happening right now. I was able to take down his Pidgeot and Rhydon, but Arcanine is able to take my strengths and 2-shot me with Flamethrower. I tried some different strategies like not using Rollout at the start and getting back to full HP by using Giga Drain on Rhydon, but nothing was working. After using all of my rare candies, here's my winning attempt. I take down Pidgeot and Rhydon easily. I use Rollout on Arcanine, which does some good damage. I surprisingly don't get taken below half health with a Flamethrower. Blue heals, but that just allows Rollout to stack up some more. So, Gyarados, Exeggutor, and Alakazam all went down to a single Rollout. Here's a quick lesson by Terraquake. Rare candies are the answer to everything. Alright, time for Red. His Pikachu almost always starts with Charm, so my attack is down 2 stages for the rest of the fight. Venusaur always sets up Sunny Day, which allows him to hit me with a Solar Beam every turn, and it does some decent damage. By the time I make it to his Charizard, I'm too low on health to survive a Flamethrower, and I go down. This one's gonna take a lot of attempts. After many failed attempts, I went back to the Celadon game corner and got the team for Double Team. After setting up 6 of them on Pikachu, it was time. Pikachu goes down with 2 strengths. Venusaur only hit me with 1 Solar Beam, so I eventually took it down. Charizard missed his one and only Flamethrower as I one-shot him with a Rollout. Snorlax used Amnesia, so I have to stick with Strength and Rollout. I eventually took it down with some Rollouts, which also allowed me to one-shot Blastoise. Last up is Espeon, so I immediately got some health back with Giga Drain, and it only hit me with 1 weak Swift, so I killed it. I actually defeated Red with a single Pineco. I find it hilarious that I tried at least 30 times without Double Team, but once I got Double Team, it only took me within 6 attempts to beat him. Anyways, it is indeed possible to beat Pokemon Crystal with only 1 Pineco. For my next challenge, I'm hopefully going to do my first Gen 5 run, as long as I can get everything working. And if you know the whole EXP situation with Generation 5, then you know that any Gen 5 challenge could take a while. With that said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it up in time, but I hope I can. Feel free to leave any other challenge suggestions down below in the comment section, because in the future, I might end up doing them. And if you want to see more of my challenge runs, then check out the playlist that I left a link to in the description below. For now though, if you guys enjoyed this video, then drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my next upload. And until next time, deuces!